Hello everyone, welcome back on our YouTube channel Vans Vlog. As you already know that we have started a video series for the preparation of theory of German driving license with the full support and cooperation of the famous learning system Fahrschulcard. Until now we have covered 7 main topics, and from today we are going to start topic number 8, which is about the speed and the distances which you should maintain, different speed and different distances that you should maintain while traveling on different roads. This section contains 119 questions, so as you know our pattern, we will divide it in the video of 30 questions each. That means that around 4 videos will be there, 30 questions each. Then we will have 4 videos, so the last video will contain definitely 29 questions. So before starting the video, I will remind you that if you are new on our channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel, like our videos and share with your friends as well. And if you have any doubt, any question, please put it in the comment section, and don't forget to give us your feedback as well. So let's start the video number 1 for topic number 8. What is the frequent cause of serious accident? So what normally the serious cause of serious accident? Driving too close to the front vehicle in front. Yes, if your distance is not that much as prescribed, then maybe in emergency situation you can hit the car. So driving too close, failure to pay attention to the other road traffic. Exactly, when you are on the road, you need to pay attention to other road traffic. If you are not doing so, it can lead to a serious accident. Failure to adjust speed accordingly. Yeah, for example, if suddenly the road situation is not that clear, you were traveling, let's say, on 80 km per hour, you have to come down suddenly to 40 km per hour, and you fail to adjust the speed. Again, it could lead to a serious accident. All 3 answers are correct in this situation. Let's go to the next question. What is the permissible top speed generally in build-up areas? So like this chapter is really important, because here we will see some specific speeds that are like recommended for specific roads. From here onwards, I will recommend you to make maybe a note or a diary in a notebook or in a diary. Like write down the different speeds on different roads that we will explain to you, and the same, like there will be some distances that you need to keep. This chapter is very important. It's all about like you can learn, you have to remember the things. Actually you can understand as well, but you should write the different, like 2 columns should be there. For example, which area inside build up area, the second column will be of speed, like how much speed is allowed in a build up area, and like different speed on different roads and different distances you need to keep from the traffic signs. So this chapter is very important. We will try to make another video totally for the speed and distances, a bonus video, but I think from here onwards you should also note down at your own side. So normally inside build up area, the top speed which is allowed is 50 km per hour. You have to remember this. If you are inside a build up area or inside the street of the road, like for example you are traveling near the homes, or like the speed could go down to 30 km per hour even. But normally in build up area, the maximum speed which is allowed is 50 km per hour. Outside build up area could be 80 km per hour, could be 100, and in some cases even 130 on motorways, or even more than that. That you will see everything in detail. But inside build up areas, the maximum speed which is allowed is 50 km per hour. Let's move to the next question. What must you take into consideration when selecting your speed? So what should be in your mind when you are increasing or decreasing your speed? Visibility and weather conditions, very important. The condition of the road and traffic condition, for sure. If you know the road condition is good, traffic is fine, not that much, then you can increase your speed, and similarly you have to reduce your speed in some cases. So condition of the road and traffic also, and personal driving ability. You should never ignore your driving ability. If your maneuvers or control on the car is not that good, so maybe you need to be very careful while selecting your speed. So all 3 options are correct in this case. Next question, what measures help protect the environment? So what are the measures? Using air condition system? No, if you are using air condition system, you are using the more energy, or better to say more fuel of your car. So then this fuel definitely will burn somewhere in the car, that you will see in technical part, and then it will make the environment not that, like it will pollute the environment. So air, if you using the air condition system inside the car, it's not that good for the environment in the end. So it's you are trying to help to protect the environment. Low resistance tire, yeah, your tire should be of low resistance, so friction is lesser, and that low power will be required from the engine, hence less fuel will be burned. And low viscosity engine oil, if you are using engine oil which are dense or with high viscosity means dense, like how dense they are, how thick they are. So if you are using an engine oil which is thick, so it will not flow that fluent, like it will be thick, and then like the circulation of the engine oil inside your car or your engine especially, for sure will be very slow, and thick engine oil will be resistant, and then you will need more energy to push it throughout your engine. So low viscosity engine oil are normally preferred to help protect the environment. So the next question is, why is it beneficial to use low viscosity engine oil? Because these oils can be disposed of as a household waste? No, engine oil you can never, in any case you can never dispose of in your household waste. There are some specific places. They generate less friction in the engine. Less friction mean less power will be required from your engine or from your fuel, and then less pollution from the environment, like burning of gases. And similarly, low viscosity engine oil can reduce your fuel consumption, as I told you. But disposing of in a household waste is not an option. You can either dispose of in some dedicated areas that we will see in upcoming questions. How can you save fuel? By driving with winter tires the whole year around? No, like winter tires are only recommended I think in specific time starting from October till April during the winter tire. But if you use them the whole year, then they will, like, they are thick tires, they will definitely need more energy, more friction will be there, and more fuel will be burned to give power to your car. So driving winter tire is not an option throughout the year. Driving in foresighted manner, you know that car in front of you is going to brake, you brake before that. So like in foresighted manner, if you have a good view on the traffic in front of you, then you can save your fuel. You will brake in time and you will not use the car maneuvers that much. Removing any non-essential roof boxes etc. Like for example, if you have non-essential stuff in your car, especially on the roof, then if you remove it, it will also save the fuel, because anyhow the fuel will burn to power your car to carry on the load. So what is the maximum speed you are allowed to drive a car with trailer on roads outside build-up areas? Now you are outside build-up areas. Normally outside build-up areas you can drive up to 100 km/h. There are some more exceptions we will see, but remember one more important thing. Just remember it. Whenever the trailer is involved with your car, your speed will be outside build-up areas automatically 80 km/h. Normally maybe 100 km/h you are allowed, but where you see the word trailer, that means your car and then some trailer is connected with it, then that means you are not allowed to drive more than 80 km/h. Normally outside build-up areas 100 km/h is allowed, but whenever you see the trailer, simply close your eyes and put this 80 km/h. Your answer will be correct. Next question, what is the maximum speed you are allowed to drive a truck with a gross 3,0 ton gross vehicle weight rating with trailer on road outside of settlement? So you are again outside of build-up areas. Truck and trailer, as we know, we can maximum drive up to 3.5 ton with the license for the theory for which we are preparing, Fusion Class A PKW, or your car license, maximum 3.5 ton. So like 3.0 is the gross vehicle and trailer is there. So whenever trailer is there, just put 80 km/h and you are very good to go. Next question is, what is the maximum speed you are allowed to drive a car on the road with one mark lane for each direction? That means one mark lane for oncoming traffic, and one mark lane for the traffic in your direction. Only one lane, no two lanes. So whenever one mark lane in each direction outside build-up areas, 100 km/h you are allowed. But with trailer, as you know, 80 km/h. So without trailer 100 km/h in case of one mark lane. Just note down in the diary. As I told you, make a diary and note down these important points. So the next question is, what is the maximum speed you are allowed to drive a truck with a permissible total mass of 3.02 ton on the road with one mark lane for each direction outside build-up areas? So either it's a car or a truck inside 3.5 ton, it will be 100 km/h outside build-up areas, and you can say you can see one mark lane, so 100 km/h. If a trailer word was there, then 80, but one mark lane, no trailer is there outside build-up areas, you can travel up to 100 km/h, and this answer is correct. Let's move to the Next question. Our next question is, what is the maximum speed a truck with a permissible total mass of 3.0 ton and trailer may be driven on autobahns? Normally on autobahns you can drive, normally in normal cases you can drive up to 130, 120 or 130 kilometer per hour, but we also have motorways that we have no limit. You can drive as much as you can, 160, 180, 200 what your car allows. But as you see that whenever the word of trailer comes, the speed is 80 km per hour. Very simple logic that we have learned until now. So the next question is, on what roads does the recommended speed of 130 km per hour apply? So 130 km per hour is applied on the motorway and on the roads outside built up areas where you have 2 lanes for each direction. If you have 1 lane for each director, 100 km per hour maximum. But if you have 2 lanes, then 130. On roadways not inside build up area with at least 2 marked lanes for each direction, correct. Motorways for sure. On vehicle roads not inside build up area with separate carriageway for each direction. Like carriageway normally is a part, or sorry, you can take it like it's another lane, 2 lane you can say, for it's like same option as the first one. Separate carriageway is a different, like is a part of the road which is separate. Normally you can google it, you will understand it. So 130 km per hour is allowed in any case. Where can you store your baggage so that you do not increase your fuel consumption unnecessarily? So where you should put your baggage normally? So behind the front seats, yes, that's the correct option. On the roof rack, if you put on the roof, it's highly recommended. If you put on the roof rack, then you have to for example with the strips you need to secure it against the rolling or etc. So it is not recommended. If you put anything on the roof, then it will be like your car will need more power, more fuel consumption will be there. It's never recommended to put some stuff. If you can put it in your back seats or even front seat take with you, or back side of the car, but not on the roof is never recommended. In the boot for example you can put it behind the front seats for sure, anywhere, but roof rack is not recommended if you want to save your fuel or if you want to have a fuel consumption very less. What should you do to help protect the environment? So how can you protect the environment? I should have the motor vehicle inspected if the exhaust is emitting an excessive amount of smoke. If you feel that your car is the exhaust is emitting with the excessive amount of smoke, some thick smoke, so you should check your car immediately. Switch off the engine if waiting for long, like if you know on a train station for example the barrier is down and the trains are coming and going, so the better will be if you switch off your engine. Even if you are in a long traffic jam, you can also do it. Avoid unnecessary driving back and forth. If you don't need to drive back and forth, you should avoid it, like just like a random maneuvers, you should avoid them to help protect the environment. Next, where does driving fast often lead to accidents? So at pedestrian crossing, if you drive fast, you can hit the pedestrian. Even on bends, if you drive fast, your car could be out of control, could skid as well. At crossroad and junction, on crossroad and junction, normally traffic comes from right and left from everywhere. If you drive very fast, you can hit the vehicles. So all 3 options are correct. Where is fast driving particularly dangerous? At level crossing, even at blind corner, if you don't see what is coming in front of you after the corner, it could be really dangerous. On the bends, if you drive faster, if the roads are narrow, if the road is narrow or the roads are narrow, then even at that time driving fast could be dangerous as well. Next question, how do you take tight bends? So how do you take tight bends? Normally you have to reduce your speed before reaching the bend. Only accelerate again when the road is straight. Yeah, when you see the road is straight now, everything is clear and visible, now increase your speed, and before reaching the bend you should reduce your speed. Reduce speed only when you reach the center. No, you have to reduce it away, like around 100 or 150 meter before the bend. Try to reduce it from there, but if you do it in the center of the bend, your car could skid and could go out of your control. It is prefer before reaching the bend, either 50 meter or whatsoever, what distance you can, like it's not fixed, it is totally like different in different cases, but better is if you before reaching the bend you reduce your speed. Next question is, what must you be aware of there? Like if you see here, maybe there is a truck coming out, I guess, and if the driver couldn't see you, maybe you can hit it, and even you see some pedestrians on the footpath, so we have to see the option. what must you be aware of? The children may run out on the road, because if you see, the road looks like the residential area is there, so children could play on the road, could come out, so you need to be very careful about that. Vehicle could speed, even like vehicle driving here, they could increase the speed. The junction will not be noticed. Yeah, like for example, it is a junction coming from the right, so maybe because of this greenery you can you will not notice the junction. So you need to be very careful while driving on this particular road. Inside residential area, children could be on the road, junctions could be ignored, everything is possible in this particular case. So the next question is, what should you anticipate? So if you take right turn here, the bus is coming, what could you anticipate? Maybe there is another vehicle with the bus, behind the bus, some pedestrian could be on the road, everything is possible. So a vehicle driving past the bus could be possible, that I have to stop at the junction. It is possible that if you come here, then the road is so narrow that bus is taking the left turn, so you have to wait for some time. It's also possible. Pedestrian crossing the road, it's also possible. If you take right turn, pedestrian could be there, so you can anticipate anything in this situation. The next question is, what must you anticipate on the other side of the crust in the road? So the road is not visible. Maybe if you go down, there could be a traffic jam, there could be a road accident. Say no, I hope this is never happen with anybody. And then maybe some car is traveling on the wrong side of the roadway coming towards you. Everything is possible. So there may be oncoming vehicle on my side of the road, there may be a slow moving vehicle on my side of the road, a vehicle may be stationary there. Everything is possible because the road stretch is not clear, and this answer is correct. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is a video question. Let's play the video. You are traveling on the road inside a city, lot of traffic on the right and left, and situation is, road is very narrow because of the parked vehicles, and the car is taking turn. Motorbike is coming, behind you a truck or trailer is coming, and if you see again, let's see what is happening over here. If you see this car, if you see, even this car is trying to reverse, I think taking the reverse or trying to park over here. If you again observe this particular car, sorry I jumped to the question unwantedly, but if you see, this car is taking a reverse, so you need to stop or brake, because this car is coming back. You don't know about the intention of the car. This car is taking a reverse turn or maybe want to continue on the road, so and already indicated on the right, that means coming out. So slow down and be ready to brake. Continue driving as before? No, in that case maybe this car comes towards you and you can hit the car. Sway to the left is not an option because the motorbike is coming from there and you can even hit the motorbike. So the only correct option is slow down and be ready to brake. Next question, what must you be prepared for this situation? So there is a car, there is a some, I think, lorry or truck, and driver is, I think, just on the gate. Maybe he will get into the truck or jump, or so what must you prepare for? That oncoming traffic will appear. Yeah, if you see, the junction is there and traffic could come from the front, so traffic is possible definitely. Truck driver will jump down onto the carriageway, it's also possible. Like truck driver will definitely could jump onto the roadway because the situation is not clear. Maybe he's coming out of the truck, so jump on the roadway. The traffic signs are concealed behind the truck. It's also possible that there is some traffic sign behind this truck, could be stop and give way sign, your priority sign, you never know. So you should also be prepared, there could be a traffic sign, so slow down your vehicle in this case. Next question is, which factors lengthen your braking distance? So like if you brake normally in a very good condition or a good surface, like for example your car stops, but what are the conditions or factors that your car will not stop in time, lengthen your braking distance? A wet or slippery roadway, if you are driving down slope, towing a trailer not fitted with brake. Like for example, if you are towing a trailer but no brake in the trailer, the trailer will not brake, braking action will not be on by trailer, so your car has to take the every responsibility or the every maneuver of the trailer as well. So in that case you need to consider that if a trailer, your braking distance will be greater as your normal car, you will take a much longer distance, maybe 10-20 meter more to stop in case of trailer. Next question is, what does the braking distance depend upon? The condition of road surface, tire, braking system, I think the all factors on which your braking distance depend. All answers are correct in this case. Next question is, you double the speed at which you are traveling. How does this affect the braking distance? So like if braking, I will, like, this is a time. If like I can introduce some terms over here which are important to remember. Like, there are some terms. The first term is your braking distance. I will also make a separate video definitely for this mathematical questions, but the formula for braking distance is your speed multiplied by your speed 2 times divided by 100. This is the formula for braking distance. Then there is a term known as reaction distance, and the formula for reaction distance is 3 multiplied by your speed divided by 10. And if you add both this distance, braking distance, I am representing it with BD, and reaction distance, then you get your stopping distance. Normally this question comes in exam. Your braking distance is your stopping distance is the sum of your braking distance plus reaction distance. Just remember these two formulas. These are very important. Braking distance is V multiply your speed multiply by speed divided by 100. Your reaction distance is 3 multiplied by speed divided by 10. So in this case they are asking, if you double your speed, how much the braking distance will be affected. So if you see, your speed is V divided by V multiplied by V, sorry, divided by 100. So if you double your speed, that means this speed is double. Like, this is the speed becomes double, this is the speed also become double. So 2 to the 4. So your braking distance will be increased 4 times. For example, if with a normal speed you were able to brake within a distance of, let's say, 80 meter, but now if you double your speed, your braking distance will be 80 multiplied by 4, 320 meter. So that means that if you double your speed, your braking distance, this term, the formula is VV, 2 times speed divided by 100, your braking distance will be 4 times as long as the normal condition. So over here we can see that the braking distance will be 4 times as long. So let's move to the next question. Our next question is, by which rule of thumb can you determine from the speed the distance in meter a motor vehicle travel in 1 second? So normally the distance that motor vehicle travel in 1 second is known as the reaction distance. Like, for example, you just see something in your front of you and you immediately brake. That is called your reaction distance, and like which is normally 1 second for the normal human condition. So the thumb rule from which you can determine from the speed the distance in motor vehicle travel in 1 second. So by the 1 second, that means your reaction distance that we have already seen is speed multiplied by 3, or 3 multiplied by speed divided by 10. This we have already seen in the last question. So like how you brake in 1 second is your reaction distance. Let's move to the next question. So our next question is, sorry, there is a visual problem with the option. I think my screen is a bit zoomed, and that's why you cannot see correctly this option. But anyhow, by which rule of thumb can you determine the braking distance in meter when braking normally? Okay, there are some two cases. Like, if you brake normally, that formula we have already seen, and that is I will explain it here again. If you remember, I explained you that the braking distance I will write here as BD, just to, okay, so BD, that is V speed multiplied by speed divided by 10 into 10 over 100. It's like both are same. Either you write it like this, V divided by 10 multiply V divided by 10, both are same. Normal braking, when the braking normally, but when you have emergency braking, then the formula of braking distance is somehow changed. How? I will tell you. Then it's V multiply by V divided by 100. Then you have to divide the whole term again with 2, or you can simply write it like this: V multiply by V divided by 100 into 2, or you can also write it V multiply by T divided by 200, whatever you want. But then it is, if you emergency brake, if you put more power, then your car will be stopped not immediately, but anyhow on less distance than the normal braking, then you have to divide by 2. But it's only for emergency. I will explain you in upcoming questions. But for the normal braking, we know the braking distance is V into V divided by 10 into 10, the third formula. This one is for reaction distance. This one formula is not the part of our, is not our concern. So V divided by 10 multiply V divided by 10 is the correct answer. Let's go to the next question. You are traveling at 30 km per hour. According to the rule of thumb, the braking distance is 9 meter. Let's do some calculation over here. So we are here. They are telling us that you are traveling with 30 km per hour and the braking distance is 9 meter. How long is the braking distance under the same condition if you double your speed, 60 km per hour? So I will explain you this question with both examples. So the speed is 30 km per hour. You know, this is our V. Our speed is 30 km per hour. So the braking distance is, we know, V multiply by V divide by 100. So how much is it? 30 multiply by 30 divide by 100, because our speed was 30 km per hour. So they are telling your braking distance is 9 meter. Just confirm it. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, 3 3 is a 9. So they were telling the correct thing. 9 meter was there. But now our speed is 60 km per hour, and now we need to calculate our braking distance. With 30 km per hour, the braking distance was 9 meter. Now our speed is 60 km per hour. So how much will be the braking distance? Again, V multiply by V divide by 100. That means 60 multiply by 60 divide by 100. So 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, 6 6 are 36. So your answer is 36 meter in this case, which is over here. I think I know like this calculation will take some time to learn, but I hope I have explained it, and more questions will come, you will get the more explanation. So what do you do in this situation? If you see, you are on the red sign. This we have already seen during traffic sign questions, that if we are on the red sign, so we have to, the oncoming traffic has precedence, priority, and we have to give way to them, and we need to slow down our speed. So in this case, we need to proceed pulling over onto the pavement. No pulling over onto the pavement. You have to reduce your speed up and proceed, since the oncoming traffic must wait. No, here you are on the red side of this triangle, like you see arrow. So you have to wait, reduce speed, and if necessary stop. Only this option is correct. Proceeding, pulling over onto the pavement, like move to the over here immediately, no, because the traffic is coming, otherwise the road will be congested. That this sign is telling you that in front of you the road is congested. So you have to be very careful. You have to give way or to stop for the oncoming vehicle. Only first option is correct. Next question is, what do you have to be aware when you see this traffic sign? So you all know this is a traffic sign of a traffic calming zone. Like walking speed will be implemented. Only dedicated park places you can park, because kids could be play on the road, pedestrian will be on the road. So what must you be aware? Children may play across the entire road. Pedestrians are entitled to use the entire breadth of the road, because it is their area. It is traffic calming zone. Pedestrian can use the whole road. Motor vehicle have to drive at walking speed. All three options are correct. So friends, this was everything for this video. We have completed the video number 1 for topic number 8. Now in the next video we will cover the more 30 questions. If you have any questions, any doubt regarding this video or the previous videos, put it in the comment section. Until the next video, we wish you happy learning. Have a nice day and bye.